So I named this live, It's Okay Not to Be Positive All the Time. And so many things have come through my mind around this in so many different ways I wanted to name this live. It's like, I don't want you to set your crown down, but it's okay to not be a badass all the time. It's okay to get off the positive train and just be like, fuck, this sucks. And I really want to have this conversation with you I just want to have a human moment with you. This came in this morning when I was getting ready, rushing around trying to get ready to take my kids to the dentist appointment. I'm telling you, our schedules have changed so much. I'm just neither here nor there. It's just one day to the next. I'm like, okay, what are we doing today? And this dropped in so loud, and I was like, oh man, if I had the time to go live right now, I would 100%. And I just want to have this, like I said, just want to have this human moment with you and a soul moment with you. And I want you to comment below and tell me how this resonates with you as I am riffing, as I'm sharing with you from a true heart space here, as I always show up, right? But I really want to have this moment with you because something I'm seeing this trend of recently, I mean, we're in Mercury retrograde, right? So many of us freaking go through it. And yes, where I always I'm in my power, I'm pulling you guys, not pulling you guys, but encouraging you guys to link arms with me. Let's rise together. Let's move. Let's make moves together and stand into your power and remember who the F you are and stepping into the soul essence of who you are and the remembrance of who you are. And also sometimes life be lifing. Sometimes we're having this human experience, and this has come up so freaking much. Last night we were having a conversation about it on our evolution membership call with some of the women inside of there. This has been coming up inside of the Untamed Healer Minimind. I've been having conversations with you guys behind the scenes. I've been seeing this literally everywhere. And it's I want to have a conversation around Mercury retrograde, but I don't want this to be about Mercury retrograde. I want this to be about the human experience and stepping off the positive train. And I want to share with you something that I've gone through recently as well. And just to give you this also a different way of seeing things too. So yes, let me just riff on Mercury retrograde really quick. Yes, we're in retrograde right now. You've got the 2-week shadow period. You've got typically the 3-ish weeks of Mercury being actually in retrograde, and then you have the 2-week shadow period. So I'm not an expert in astrology by any means, just have been in this world long enough, in this realm long enough to have an understanding of what each one of them does, and they all do something a little bit differently. And I think there's a lot of this is toxic spirituality, and this one really pisses me off because we go through you go through this spiritual awakening, and it's buckle up bitches, let's go. This is an up and down. It can be a roller coaster. It can be woo. One minute it can be what did I get myself into, bawling on the floor, the next minute, and then it's yes, and it's no, and it's a whole situation, right? And what really pisses me off about the spiritual community sometimes is this toxic spirituality that creates this fear and this sense of urgency that isn't fucking necessary. It's just not. And this is why, on my podcast, I say this. I said this in my broadcast channel. If you're not in my broadcast channel, you're going to want to be in it. Just go to my profile, click the broadcast channel, and add yourself. I'm going to be sharing the behind the scenes of creating my own Reiki school, of my own style of Reiki, quantum illumination Reiki, and I'm going to share that experience with you. But it's this, this unnecessary sense of urgency that is not called for. It's everything is a portal. Oh, I know what I was saying. It's everything is a portal, and everything is oh my God, if you don't do this, then this is the only thing you can do during this time, and don't do this and do this. And it's what the fuck am I actually supposed to do? I remember feeling like that when I went through my spiritual awakening, my biggest one, and really started getting interested in this realm. And I was so confused, and it almost was I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing, but this is why I say on my podcast, the Untamed Healer podcast, And also, I just said this inside of my broadcast channel today. I love to hop in there and just like riff when I'm like have this download. I'm like, oh, I'm going to share this with these amazing women. Welcome to the corner of the internet where we don't give our power away to anything outside of us. I never want you to give your power away to a planet being in retrograde, to the stars doing whatever the fuck they're doing, to any kind of portal that is going on. And it's so funny. Like, I've been saying this for years, like, especially with the Lionsgate portal, I'm like rolling my eyes. I'm like, and I read some information today that just confirmed all of this. It's like, people are like, it's not even a fucking thing. Like, the way that everybody, all of these people have made it out to be is like not even a thing. And it's like, we get to decide whatever it is for us. And so as you're looking around during Mercury retrograde, I want you to use discernment. And with even the Lionsgate portal, I want you to use your own discernment, because I feel like there's so much value in you taking back your power. And I want to have like a deeper conversation about retrograde, because this is coming up a lot with my clients, the membership and the Minimind, as well as like behind the scenes too, having conversations with you guys. It's like there's a lot of big feels right now. There's some energetic shifts going on. I can feel it. I'm seeing it in my clients. I'm seeing it collectively, and it's interesting to like zoom out and just be like, okay, is this just me? Am I just going through this thing, or is this like, are we doing this together? Like, it feels like a together. But again, use your discernment. So when it comes to Mercury retrograde, I have a whole podcast on this. If you just DM me podcast, I'll send it your way. On like really thriving during Mercury retrograde instead of just surviving. But it's not everybody is going to be affected by Mercury retrograde. And from each one to the next, we're going to experience it differently. No two are ever really the same. And it's kind of like when you have like a Reiki session or a reading, right? Where it's like, none of my clients ever experience the same situation. I'm even doing micro healings inside of our membership right now. 3 days a week for 10 minutes. I am going through each level, each key, so they can experience every single key. If you want in on this, like, just link is in my bio to sign up for the membership. But like, none of them are ever the same. Hey, Selena, none of the healings are ever the same. And we can easily say this about like the planets being in retrograde, and where is the opportunity for you to take back your power and use discernment, and instead of like looking around what all the experts or the gurus are saying, like, it's like, okay, I know Mercury's in retrograde, it's from this day to this day. I think it's through the 28th, it could be, or 22nd. I'm not 100% sure, I can't remember the exact dates, but it's sometime that week. And so it's like, okay, now I have this information. Now here's an opportunity for me to observe, right? It's not a time to just stop because some guru said, now's not the time to invest or travel, or Miss Lena over there is like jumping out of airplanes and traveling several different countries. Like, she's like, Mercury retrograde. No thanks, I'm gonna go do my own thing. My teenager says that. He's like, I'm gonna do my own thing. It's really funny. So it's like, you can see the information. Now it's like, okay, I'm going to travel, but I'm just going to double check my flights. I'm going to double check my hotels or wherever, Airbnb or whatever that is, and use it as information. Okay. Now what can happen, and this is what I really, London. Oh my gosh. I love this so much. There's someone that often hops on to my TikTok lives, which I go live on TikTok twice a week. And she's also in London. I'm just like, I'm going to visit you guys one day. So yeah, I want to talk about like the big feels right now. Selena says, just came back and it is possible to travel no matter what the planets are doing. Yeah, right? Like, we can still live our lives. Like, we can still like fully have great experiences no matter what the planets are doing. And like, so I named this live, It's Okay Not to Be Positive. And last night and over the past couple of days especially, some of my clients have just been in it. They have been going through it. And I just finally got to the point, and I want to share with you why I said this, because I've been going through it too. And you guys may have seen me talk about this a little bit on my stories. I usually don't share what I'm going through as I'm going through it. And it's fine. I'm good. Like, I'm fine. But it's like, I need to process it behind the scenes and still like mind my own energy as I show up for my clients, for our membership, for, you know, whatever. My husband, man, these kids, I don't even know what that was about. I wonder if he got a text from one of them. Oh, maybe he's talking about his, yeah, whatever. He's at work too. So anyway, but it's just like, I said to our members last night, can we just not be so fucking positive all the time? And I say this from a space of harmonization. Okay, so hear me out, because if you're like, what the hell? She's actually going there. Yeah, I'm actually going there. Now let me raise my hand and be the first to tell you, I am the one that sees the good in everything. I literally, oh, this makes me so emotional. I don't complain about much. There's not really much to complain about. My ear's ringing right now. I see the silver lining in even hard situations, and that is growth, right? And I think, and what makes me so emotional about this is because with my clients and with you guys and with our members, it's just like, yeah, I see you. I see your heart. I see your, like, you wish the good in everyone and you see the good in everything. And also, like, what you're going through is really hard. Like, and yes, 100%, I'm going to help them shift. I'm going to help them do some energetic shifting, energy healing, you know, subconscious reprogramming. Like, let's shift in getting you feeling better. But sometimes we just have to sit in it. And like I said yesterday in my stories, like, you know, I don't believe in feeling it to heal it. I don't think that sitting in our feelings for years on end is a useful way to heal something. It's just not. Like, how's that working out for people with PTSD? Like, it's not. Lovingly, it's not. And there is a different way. And also, like, we get to have this emotional intelligence where we are utilizing that piece of us to be like, fuck, this is hard. This is not easy. And so let me share with you what happened for me and how I shifted out of this, and like kind of the tools that I used as well, because I think that this is a really important conversation to have. Like because you are a healer, or a light worker, starseed, like, you have the biggest heart. You want to help people heal. You're here with magical abilities and gifts, and you're making an impact in your world, whether you have a business or not, or, you know, maybe you have a business and you're expanding it to that next level, like launching a podcast or creating courses, or, you know, whatever that is for you. And it's like, but sometimes this is not easy. And okay, so let me share with you what happened. So you guys probably know by now, I moved from South Dakota to Texas. I never wanted to be in Texas. This is one state I never wanted to be in. And there's a couple others that I'm like, not really interested, but Texas is something like, I drove through, well, I didn't drive through it myself, but I was a passenger. When my husband graduated from basic training in 2006, I carpooled with my in-laws and Matt's brother, and we drove from Iowa to South Texas and San Antonio. And I just remember it being so desolate and just blah. And I was just like, oh my God, I never want to live here. And there's like really anything I saw about Texas, I was like, no, it's flat, it's ugly, like, no. And then, I mean, this is more of North Texas, but I drove from Nebraska to North Texas several times when Matt was in tech school for the Air Force, to come see him, spend some time there, just like get out, actually be able to see my husband. Like, we got married on September 23rd and he left for basic training on October 15th, I think, or October 16th. So we weren't living together at that time. Whoops, sorry. He was finishing out his work in his city. I was living in my own city. And we would come together, you know, whenever we could. So yeah, I was just like, let me be a newlywed for a second, right? And so I never wanted to be in Texas. But we're here, like, here we are. And when I found out that there's a possibility of us leaving South Dakota, a place that we love, he's been in for 17 years, I was like, we're going to retire out of here. Like he'll hit the button at 20 and we'll be done. And he'll find a job. We'll either stay here or we'll move to like another mountainous state. And we really loved it there. And everything was like in a good place. Like kids are all set up with their appointments and their specialists. And Austin was stable with his doctors. The kids were doing great at their school. Like everything was good. And so I was like, okay, when those orders dropped, I was like, okay, this is what it is. I did have an RRT session around this, by the way, with subconscious reprogramming, because I was not, my mind was really having a hard time grasping several different things about moving. It's not my first rodeo, by the way. We've moved a lot. But for whatever reason, this one really hurt. And so I had a session around that and I felt good. And this move was literally the easiest move we've ever done. I manifested the F out of everything. We live in a beautiful house. Like there's so much good that happened with this move. And all of a sudden it just hit me. And I think it has something to do with Matt's schedule. I was told by the other TI spouses that there would be, it's kind of like a deployment, but he comes home every night. And so I was like, okay, we've been through it. I mean, all the military kind of things, we've been through it. We've got this, even though it's 3 or 4 years, it'll be 4 years. But I was like, okay, I'm mentally prepared for it. And then reality hit. And I was realizing that I'm not going to get my best friend as much as I want. My kids are not going to get their dad as much. And I was like, fuck. His schedule sucks. And I was like, oh man, I see the toll. Like he's never overwhelmed about like anything ever. Like he's king of chill. So his job, like he really enjoys his job. But then it like also started to sink in like the pressure on, not pressure, but like the extra on me for like kids' appointments and like settling into a new place. Yes, we've been here for 5 months, but you know, all older kids, school stuff, doctor's appointments, specialists, like blah, 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 all the things. I had probably 2 or 3 weeks in the last month that I just let loose. I was like, I'm done. I'm done being positive about this. I fucking hate it here. It is hot as balls. I'm like, it takes like 5 hours to run errands to go get dog food. I'm like, the traffic doesn't suck compared to Arizona, but see, that's me seeing the silver lining. Like I see the good in everything, but I'm like, the traffic sucks. I was like, I don't feel safe going to like hiking or anything like that on my own. I feel like I have to have a weapon or something to protect myself, which is stupid. And like just all the things, like you name it, I was like throwing a fit about everything. And Matt, of course, being the king that he is in the masculine structure, he is just trying to help, like fix it, right? He wants me to be okay. And I remember vividly, I was talking to a Minimind client about this morning. I remember vividly, I was bawling in my bathroom, in my beautiful bathroom that I manifested. I'm bawling. And he's like, I just want you to be okay. And I was like, I just need you to let me vent and be okay with not being okay. I'm tired of being positive. I'm tired of trying to see the good of everything. I just need this moment. I just need a couple days. I'm not going to be like this for the next 3 or 4 years, but God, I just need some time. And I let myself go through it. And I think that's exactly what I needed to be good. Because on the other side of that, like, of course I want my husband. Like, this makes me emotional. We're making it work, and I don't think like it's as bad as everybody makes it out to be. But reality is, like, when the weekends come, I'm like, oh, I want to go do something. This weekend Matt did change his mind. He's like, okay, I'll go with you guys, because he only gets 1 day off. And I was just like, if you don't want to go to, it's called Chalk Bluffs. It's like a bluffs in this, it's about an hour and a half-ish from here, and crystal clear water. And I was just like, okay, if you don't want to go, that's okay. I understand. The kids and I will go on another day, and, you know, we'll just, if you get to come, yay. And if you don't, that's okay. And I mean, it sucks, but I don't want him to be like, you know, whatever. He needs to relax too. And so he told me this morning that he was going to go with. And it's just like, I can't remember where it's going, but it's just like such, like there's this beautiful moment that happens when we do actually let ourselves heal it. Not heal it, yes, heal it, but like just be in it for a second and just like drop all this like, oh, I have to be positive or else things are not going to be okay. And like letting ourselves just have a freaking moment, even if it is like, I wasn't like stomping my feet and crying like profusely every single day, all day for 2 or 3 weeks, but it was often. It was more than I've cried in a while. And like some other things were happening like in personal life, and you know, some like really crazy things like with family, and I'm just like, oh my God, let me just feel. So I did. And in those moments too, I wasn't quick to reach for the tools. I think that if you were reaching for the tools, your spiritual tools, instead of allowing yourself to actually see what's coming up, you're spiritually bypassing. You're not actually giving yourself the opportunity to see what it's actually about. And when you spiritually bypass, what happens is you're repeating the same patterns and the same cycles. It's like it just keeps showing up. That's it. So giving yourself the opportunity to like be in it and not sit in it forever. I don't want that for you. What I want for you is to be free and clear in your power with access to your logic to be able to make decisions that are aligned for you, creativity to be able to get out there and like create what sets your soul on fire, like your power, your intuition to be able to tap into yourself, your higher self, connected with your soul self, your, you know, just all of these amazing like joy, bliss, like carefree freedom. Like I want you to have access to that. And sometimes it's just like I need to sit in this. And so what I would do is this, I let myself stomp my feet. There were some mornings where I would just take extra long showers and I would just cry. And I let the water hit me and just like imagined it washing off of me. I am a big fan of like the grounded spiritual approach, is a term that I coined. And it is taking the human experience with spiritual tools. And so I really tapped into energetics, like the energetics mastery side of things, and like started looking at the energetic patterns. But for me, this was more of a clearing of the subconscious mind. And because we are you're a high vibrating soul having a human experience, you cannot bypass the subconscious mind. You just can't. And so I would reach for my tools, my own program, Alchemize. I use that, which, yeah, no, I don't have an issue listening to myself. And also, I have other programs that I reached out for as well, but I also leaned into my own community too. Like, yes, Matt, I also there's a beautiful highway behind us that I took Colin on, that has beautiful hills and just, wow, it's gorgeous. And so panels off of the Jeep, sun on before it got hot. P.S. the panels are back on. Yes, I got heat exhaustion on Saturday and I'm almost recovered. I'm almost there. That's no joke. So lesson learned, but yeah, so, and I just started doing like little things that I was like, okay. Now that I got that out of the way, I started connecting with a couple women that are in our neighborhood that I have been talking to for a while, but actually like spent the whole day last week with someone that I have been talking to for a while. She's fucking amazing. Like our connection is so good. I got to meet her 4-year-old. I think he's 4. He is a little like, yes. And I started connecting with community. That was really important to me. And just like I signed up for Walmart Plus, like something so stupid simple, but I knew was going to simplify my life. And not like I'm going to order dog food when I get off of this and have them bring it to my house, because I can do that here. I couldn't do that before in Rapid City, and I hate running errands and grocery shopping. I hate it. I just want to pay other people to do it for me. And so I'm going to. And so that was like a big game changer and like pressure off of me. And I also leaned into my mentor. There's so much power in being in mentorship. I am a huge fan of this. I've been working with her since December of last year. And I'm working with her until the end of this year, and I've got so many different things planned for you guys. Like, I don't know. She's like in my business. Like, she's like in it. She's like, let's do it. Let's go. Like, grab your pitchforks and write it down. But like, there's so many really amazing things coming in. It's like, yeah, like, can we lean in? And this was really uncomfortable for me because remember, I am like the conductor of the positive train. I see the silver lining in everything. I see the good in everything. And so I just got real with her, and I was just like, I am committed to this year. I committed to, yes, main character energy is my theme of 2024, but also my second was feel it all. Have the duality. There is duality. And giving myself the opportunity to not just feel the highs and the good and the excitement and the joy, but also feel when it's hard too. And so I leaned into her a lot. Like, I want to say most of my, like, I'm in Slack with her 3 days a week, every week. And most of my conversations, yes, there's some strategy stuff and some things I'm planning too and have been planning, but also it was just like a lot of mindset stuff, a lot of energetic stuff, a lot of like really uplifting, but also game-changing conversations. And when we get into the room of women that are like-minded, that can see your blind, like when you get into the room of women that can see your blind spots, that can lift you up when you're down, and you lean in instead of leaning out. How many times have you leaned out and said, oh, I'm just going to do this alone, instead of leaning in? This is a huge topic that like a conversation that I have with my clients, like, do not lean out. I will follow you around. But I want you to lean in when things are hard, because that's where the magic happens. Like, I mean, it happens all the time, but a lot of power comes in this. And so what I really want to encourage you today is just like, if you're going through, if you're feeling it, because I just have this sense that like, this isn't just my clients or our membership, or you know, like I'm just sensing that like there's this like collective thing going on. And if you're not in it right now, like, I am so happy for you, because I know that like there are definitely, and I'm good right now, but like I know there are definitely times when it feels like everyone around me, like I'm in the eye of the storm. I'm like unbothered, and everybody's like running around, they're freaking out, and like, you know, things are happening in their lives, and I'm like, but I'm not experiencing that. And that's okay. It's like, just because everybody else is having a moment or like going through it doesn't mean you have to, or like that you will be too, right? And so I love the eye of the storm energy too, but we get to get comfortable with also being like, it's like good and it's fine to just be like, I fucking hate this shit right now. Good. Tell me why. Like, I want to just like hold that space for you. And so I hope this inspired you. I hope this like gave you something to really consider and sit with. Like, I want you to be good. I do. And I also want you to know that it's okay. Like, if you just want to put down the positives for a moment and just stomp your feet for a sec, right? Like, we can always clear out those fears, the limiting beliefs, the anger, the fear, guilt, shame, resentment, anger. Like, we can clear those out. Like, I will 100% help you do that. And also, like, sometimes we just gotta sit in it. So sit in it, and don't do it alone when you're ready for that support. So this is like something we really dive into, yes, in our Evolution membership, if that's calling to you. But inside of our Untamed Healer Minimind, we absolutely dive into this. Like this is the duality. This is the leaning in. This is the opportunity for you to, like, who was I talking? Oh, it was actually last night. We were talking about the serpent. Like, the serpent sheds her skin and she fucking rises. And sometimes that shedding of the skin is uncomfortable, but we do it together, and we clear the things that are coming up as well, holding the space and clearing the things so that you can rise more in your power in a way that is like not as harsh on your nervous system. So if this is something that you're interested in, just DM me with the words untamed and we can have a conversation around that. Otherwise, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. come hang out with me inside the broadcast channel too. We're going to be going on a fun journey together with building our Reiki school. Yes, Alina. And I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye.